story. It's my life, and I want to live it. And I don't like to be controlled.
In South Korea, YouTuber Johnny Somali has just been arrested. According to authorities, he could face a sentence of over 20 years in prison. The trial is expected to continue in the near future.
In South Korea, YouTuber Johnny Somali has been arrested and is facing multiple charges that could land him in prison for over 2 decades.
Okay, let's get the 20K shot! 20,000! Can we get the 100K fucking plot? What you gonna say? What do you think you're gonna say? For Johnny Somali hit 100 fucking K? What do you think?
What turned a live streamer's online pranks into a criminal sentence? The answer lies in his belief that the real world was just another stage for his content. He quickly rose to fame with his unruly antics, like blasting North Korean music on a bus, publicly harassing strangers with his camera, and causing chaos in crowded places. He believed infamy would skyrocket his career, but his real-life script was about to take a shocking and brutal turn.
I said, okay. Actually, a lot of people said, all right, because this is what I learned today about this. Somebody said, you want somebody to swing? Well, take a number now, because there's a bounty out on this dude.
Whoa. Wow.
People on the internet have put a bounty out. Oh, they put out Johnny, Johnny Somali. They put a bounty out on him. Reward.
How these kids went all west on this dude, yo.
The moment the news of Johnny's trial broke, you might have expected a somber and serious scene. Instead, he strode into the courthouse with a bright smile, waving to a crowd of onlookers and other streamers, as if it were a red carpet event. He treated every moment as a chance to create content, but inside, the atmosphere shifted. Here, there was no room for chaos. As the prosecutor read the charges, Somali suddenly sprang to his feet, allegedly slamming his hand on the table and yelling, "This isn't a crime, it's content. You guys don't understand anything about live streaming."
This isn't a crime, it's content. You guys don't understand anything about live streaming.
The courtroom was stunned. He was treating the legal system as a high-stakes performance, and the prosecutor as the villain in his grand finale.
Like last time things went awful for Johnny, this time it went terrible. He even got humiliated in court. I mean, it was really bad from the start. And just to start things off, I'm gonna run through the whole trial so you guys kind of get a picture of how things were, even though you guys weren't.
But the bitter irony was clear. There were no donations, no cheering chat box, only a verdict steadily closing in. The full weight of the law was being laid out, and his past was already a long list of 7 previous criminal charges. The prosecutor presented clear evidence for multiple counts of obstruction of business and minor crimes.
Somali, before this charge, so this is before the one we're going to talk about today, before today had 7 criminal charges. And those charges were 3 accounts of obstruction of business. We have 2 accounts of the Minor Crimes Act and 2 deepfake counts.
Most seriously, he was charged with creating a deep fake, a serious violation that proved how technology, when abused, can become a weapon to harm personal dignity. Johnny's own lawyer admitted that the evidence against his client was so overwhelming that there was almost no room for a defense. He was forced to present absurd arguments created by Johnny himself, like claiming he was just drunk and shared the video. It was a profound and costly disconnect between the virtual and the real. The very internet that once made Johnny Somali a celebrity now turned against him. Other streamers began to capitalize on his downfall, turning him from a director into a character in their own content. He was no longer a creator, but a spectacle, a symbol of collective judgment. The fall of Johnny Somali is a tragic reminder that the line between entertainment and destruction, once crossed, quickly turns the spotlight into the glare of an interrogation lamp. On YouTube, millions of views were once the measure of success, but in the courtroom, it's the thick stacks of case files that stand as evidence of failure. The question remains, is the ultimate price of fame through provocation not silence, but public destruction?